The secret garden at Grandma's house. Liam and Mia loved visiting their grandmother's house every summer. She lived in a tiny wooden cottage on the edge of a great, green forest. Her backyard was wild and filled with tall trees, blooming flowers, and the sweet sounds of birds singing. A charming wooden cottage surrounded by a lush green garden, with colorful flowers, tall trees, and a stone pathway leading to the door. Birds chirp on the fence, and a cat naps on the porch. One morning, as Grandma baked fresh apple pie, she whispered, "There's a secret hidden in my garden. If you look closely, nature will tell you its stories." Curious, Liam and Mia grabbed their backpacks and set off to explore. The whispering trees. A giant oak tree with bark shaped like a smiling face, its branches stretching toward the sky. Sunlight filters through the leaves, and a squirrel peeks out from a hollow. As they walked through the tall grass, the trees rustled in the wind. Suddenly, Mia gasped. "Liam, look! This tree has a face." She pointed at an old oak tree, its bark shaped like a smiling face. Liam laughed. "Maybe it's trying to tell us something." A playful squirrel drops a tiny acorn at the feet of two curious children. They stand in awe as the little creature tilts its head, as if sharing a secret. Just then, a squirrel scurried down the tree and dropped a tiny acorn at their feet. "Maybe it's a gift." Mia giggled, picking it up. The hidden pond. A secret pond hidden behind thick bushes, its surface shimmering in the sunlight. Lily pads float gently, and a small fish swims around a glowing blue stone at the bottom. Following a butterfly, they stumbled upon a small pond hidden behind some bushes. The water shimmered like glass, and tiny frogs hopped along the edge. A beautiful butterfly with shimmering blue wings leads the children through a field of wild flowers, its delicate wings catching the sunlight. A winding forest path surrounded by towering trees, their leaves forming a natural tunnel. The sunlight peeks through in golden beams, creating a dreamy atmosphere. A hidden part of the garden filled with colorful blossoms, a wooden swing hanging from an old tree, and a small stone fountain covered in moss. A bed of vibrant flowers, each shaped like tiny smiling faces, leaning toward the children as if whispering secrets in the breeze. Mia bent down and saw a tiny fish swimming in circles around a shiny stone. Maybe it's guarding a treasure. A close-up of a glowing blue stone resting in the child's hand, reflecting the sunlight like a tiny piece of the sky itself. Liam carefully reached into the water and pulled out the smoothest, bluest stone he had ever seen. It sparkled in the sunlight. The Firefly Surprise. A magical garden at twilight, where hundreds of fireflies twinkle like tiny stars. The children watch in awe, their faces glowing in the warm golden light. As the sun began to set, Liam and Mia started heading back, but just before they reached the cottage, hundreds of fireflies lit up the garden like tiny twinkling stars. "Wow," Liam whispered. "It's like nature's magic." A group of fluffy rabbits peeking out from the bushes, their little noses twitching as they watch the children explore the garden. A graceful deer stands at the edge of the trees, its large eyes filled with kindness as it watches the children in the golden sunset. The children carefully climb a giant oak tree, its strong branches supporting them as they reach for the sky, laughing with joy. A vast meadow filled with dandelions, the children blowing the white fluffy seeds into the wind, making wishes as they dance through the field. A hidden hollow inside a tree, glowing softly with warm light, filled with tiny mushrooms, sparkling dewdrops, and little critters. Just then, Grandma stepped outside. "Did you find the secret?" she asked with a knowing smile. Mia held up the acorn, Liam showed the blue stone, and they both pointed at the glowing fireflies. The sun setting behind Grandma's cottage, painting the sky in shades of pink, orange, and purple, while the garden glows in the golden light. The children sit on a cozy porch swing, listening to Grandma tell magical stories under the soft glow of lanterns. A light summer rain falls over the garden, with children jumping in puddles, wearing colorful raincoats, and laughing joyfully. A peaceful night scene with the moon casting a silver glow over the garden, fireflies still flickering, and the sound of crickets in the air. Grandma nodded. Nature always has a story to tell if you take the time to listen. That night, as they fell asleep, Liam and Mia promised to always look for nature's little adventures because every tree, pond, and firefly had a secret waiting to be discovered. The children hugging Grandma goodbye, holding their new treasures, the acorn and blue stone, knowing they will return for another adventure soon.